Okay, so we're going to look at the A section of our tune Step Back in this video. It's quite unusual compared to some of the tunes we often do in class in that it doesn't have these repeated sections. So whilst it's a very catchy tune, it means that you don't have these shortcuts of looking for the repeated patterns. You've just got to learn each phrase as it goes. I have some hints and tips to help with that, and for those that know me quite well, there'll be no surprise that it involves putting silly words to things, one of my favourite things to do. So we're going to start, we're in D major for our tune Step Back, and you're going to start on a top D, and I'm going to play the first phrase, which is quite a long phrase, but it all moves by step. So I'll do it slowly first. Sorry, out on the E. So you're starting on a D, dipping down to the C sharp and going up to an F sharp. And then from the E down to the B and back up to a D. So it starts and finishes on a D and it moves all by step. I'll play it again slowly. So in terms of getting the tune in your head, I mean just listening to it round a few times. Where I work with primary school kids quite a bit, I tend to put silly words to stuff to help you remember. No one needs to know what your silly words are. So I had one about a monkey, which goes, I can sing it down the octave because it's a bit high. Sam was a monkey, he liked to swing about. Kind of works. Or you could have something like, please wash your hands and keep social distancing. Or you can make up your own that are slightly better than that. There's a reason I'm a violinist and not a songwriter. So that is your first phrase. From there, the shape of the phrase is kind of generally going down, and you're going to make skips of a third. So from C sharp to A, and from B to G. And then you've got to scoop from an A down to an F sharp and back. So you have. So even though we don't have those patterns, I'm still thinking of the shapes of the melody, that you have what I would call a skip, which is a jump of a third down, and then kind of a scoop, which is a melodic shape down and then back up again, so it just makes that kind of dip shape. So we have words for that, if you're going with the monkey theme. Slightly regretting starting this bit, but I'm going to persevere. So we had Sam was a monkey, he liked to swing about, eating all the pickled sauerkraut. It even rhymes, I'm quite proud of that one. Or if you had, please wash your hands and keep social distancing. From there, you could have, keep your distance when you leave the house. Again, it's just something to hang the shape on to get it stuck in your head a little bit. So, our two phrases so far. We'll run through that again at the end, but the next phrase starts and finishes on that top D again, and you're going to start with a scale down to the F sharp. The F sharp turns into a little arpeggio up, F sharp, A, D. So the D comes twice at the beginning, D, D. One more time. So words, we could have something like, what did I have? I had, just do your bit, we'll be on our way. I can't remember what I had for the monkey thing. That'll come back to me later. So our third phrase, and then for the last phrase, starts on a lower F sharp. So you're going down to a D and back up to an E, and then a skip down to a C sharp. Which of course has to be, now go and wash your hands. Kind of works. So our phrases. Then the skip. Scale and arpeggio. And then the tail. So giving each section a name that describes the shape of it, putting some words to the tune, singing it can be quite useful if it's in your range, or if it's not, just to try it a little bit lower. But listening and just trying it out a lot. So that's the A section. Give that a go, and I'm going to make a separate video for the B section.